with a 66-64 victory. Tonight, the rematch is for the 2A championship. And it should be a great ball game between a team, the Gales from Fort Dodge at 22-3, and the Eagles from Pella Christian at 21-3.
I think this is a game people wanted to see happen. You know, when that happens last year and you lose a tough game, gosh, let us have another chance at those guys. What more could you ask for? It's a state championship game. They're playing the team they want to play. And, of course, on the other side, Pella Christian is thinking, man, we don't have to face that Nick Collison anymore. So it should be for a very interesting matchup, and I expect a game much like semifinals last year.
Well, as we mentioned, Pella Christian finishing second the last 2 years in 2A. St. Edmond has never won a state title, but came within 2 points of playing for it a year ago when they lost to Pella Christian. So all the elements are here for one more great matchup to decide the 2A championship. Time now to meet the players in tonight's ball game. Here's the PA announcer, Father Craig Collison.
It's time for basketball. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Veterans Memorial Auditorium and the year 2000 State Basketball Championships. This is the championship game in Class 2A, and it features the Gales of St. Edmond Fort Dodge. And the Eagles of Pella Christian. Let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches of both schools. For St. Edmond, number 12 is Nate Joslin. Number 14, Keith Salverson. Number 22, Ryan Drzymski. Number 24, Danny Stuckey. Number 32, Chris Coleman. Number 34, Tyler Miklo. Number 40, Conley Nash. Number 50, Mark Crawford. Number 52, Kyle Bardfried. Number 54, Dallas Vitt. And the assistant coaches of the St. Edmond Gales, Mr. Tim Doyle and Mr. Kyle Anderson. Here are the non-starters and assistant coaches of the Eagles. Number 10, Derek DeHaan. Number 12, Ben Ribbons. Number 14, Harley Gorder. Number 20, Doug Van Zanten. Number 32, Tim Schweers. Number 34, Justin Nagan. Number 40, Chad Van Wyk. Number 44, Doug Hoxbergen. Number 50, Kyle Sletton. And number 52, Josh Branderhorst. The assistant coaches of the Pella Christian Eagles, Mr. Marv Van Wyk and Mr. Doug Veenstra. And now, here are your starting lineups for the 22-3 Gales of St. Edmond. and the 21-3 Eagles of Pella Christian. For the Gales, a 6'4" senior, number 42, Corey Bartfried. For the Eagles, a 6'3" senior, number 24, Kyle Van Arendonk. For the Gales, a 6'1" senior, number 20, Joe Kuhlman. For the Eagles, a 6'3" junior, number 42, Brett Van Wyk. For the Gales, a 6'4" senior, number 44, John Lewis. For the Eagles, a 6'3" senior, number 54, Phil Kelder. For the Gales, a 6' senior, number 10, Jack Brownlee. For the Eagles, a 6' senior, number 22, TJ Christensen. For the Gales, a 5'9" junior, number 30, Keegan Clemens. And for the Eagles, a 5'11" junior, number 30, Nathan Van Wyk. The head coach of the St. Edmond Gales, Mr. Adolf Kokendorfer, and the head coach of the Pella Christian Eagles, Mr. Larry Hessing. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the officials assigned to this contest by the Iowa High School Athletic Association. The referee, Mr. Kevin Newman of Stockton. The umpire, Mr. Tom McQuillan of Moscow. And the bench official, Mr. Steve McCann of Preston. And now, let's play basketball.
The Eagles go for their 4th state championship. The Gales go for their 1st. The road to state for Fort Dodge St. Edmond led them this way. 3 tight ball games.
Yeah, tough wins against Garrigan, which they played to 7 overtimes, and the other games were close too.
Pella Christian, not quite as difficult a road. The opening tip-off is controlled by the Eagles, and we are underway in the 2A championship game. They take it inside right away, and Brett Van Wyk scores for Pella Christian.
Good power move inside by Van Wyk.
By the way, the Van Wykes, Nathan and Brett, not brothers, as you might guess, but they are first cousins. Brownlee takes no time in taking his first shot, a miss. The rebound by John Lewis.
Interesting that Pella Christian goes inside on their first shot, and Fort Dodge St. Edmunds goes outside with a 3-pointer. St. Ed's twice as many 3-pointers attempted this year as Pella Christian. You're going to see a lot of 3-pointers from Fort Dodge.
Brownlee catching the ball on the out-of-bounds line, so it goes to Pella Christian. The Eagles' losses have been to 2 3A teams, Pella and Oskaloosa, and to Eddiesville, Bladesburg, but they have won 8 in a row since. Going for the steal, Brownlee, he commits the foul. So Jack Brownlee with the game's first foul for Fort Dodge St. Edmond.
Well, I'm sure they don't want to even think about him getting in foul trouble. And he just reached in and slapped at the ball a little bit, and I guess the ref thought he caught part of the arm.
Nathan Van Wyk bounds to TJ Christensen. What a story Christensen is. Averages 3 points a game. He's got the ball now. He goes baseline. Doesn't get the reverse, but in the semifinal game, he came up with 23 points, a career best in the win over Dyke New Hartford.
And a lot of 3-pointers, 5, I think, to be correct.
You're right. He was 9 out of 11 from the field. He had 5 3-pointers. So that's the thing about a team like Pella Christian. You try to control their top 2 scorers, Brett Van Wyk and Van Arendonk, but then there's somebody else like TJ Christensen that can explode. The miss by Joel Kuhlman, the rebound by Brownlee for Fort Dodge St. Edmond.
The zone defense here by Pella Christian. Probably want not to let Brownlee get inside on the penetration.
Trying to make a move to the baseline. Corey Bartfried, he is guilty of the travel, and the ball goes back to Pella Christian.
And made the shot, too, which doesn't count.
Larry Hessing to the left of your screen. The head coach of Pella Christian in his 7th year there. Couple of pump fakes, but the shot won't go down for Kyle Van Arendonk. The travel, and it goes back to the Gales.
Keegan Clemens is 5'9", and guarding him, it's going to be a tough matchup. And if you watch that time, Kyle tried to go inside on him and did, but just didn't get the goal down, go down.
Pullman and Brownlee along the right side play catch the ball inside, and it's put down by John Lewis.
There's that passing ability. Great pass inside by Brownlee. Not an easy pass either, but it was right on the money.
Well delivered. Well, Brownlee can do so many things. He's a fun player to watch. Right now he's trying to play defense against Nathan Van Wyk. This is Van Arendonk. Off the baseline, Brett Van Wyk. With the rebound, Joe Coleman.
No real dominant big guy in this game, so it should be a little more perimeter oriented maybe than the last game.
The three won't go by Keegan Clemens. With the rebound, Phil Kelder. Kelder at the top. This is T.J. Christensen. Trying to get it back to Kelder. Deflected out of bounds off the hands of Christian, or rather, the hands of Christensen, and so the ball goes over to St. Edmond.
Yeah, they ran a little lob there for Kelder, and he just about had it, but he got deflected before it touched him, and then it went off his hands out of bounds.
Open is Kuhlman, fires the three. It's over the backboard, and the ball back to Pella Christian.
Well, so far they're not making their threes, but they certainly haven't been shy about shooting them. That's a little back screen fade that they look for that time, which is a pretty good way to get an open shot for a three-pointer.
Nathan Van Wyk gets the man-to-man of Brownlee. At the free throw line, Brett Van Wyk nails it. Van Wyk now with the first 2 buckets for Pella Christian, and they take a 4-2 lead.
Somehow he ended wide open and made the shot.
And John Lewis answers for the Gales. So Van Wyk with the first 2 buckets for Pella Christian, Lewis with the first 2 for St. Edmond. And that summarizes the scoring in the first 4 minutes of the ball game. Nathan Van Wyk feeds Kelder off the baseline. Rebound run down by Brownlee.
Zone defense is kind of designed to stop penetration. You see Brownlee's kind of trying to get in there. Does a nice job of penetrating for the three-point shot.
It works. Joe Coleman for 3. He's an excellent three-point shooter. Hits 45% of his three-point tries. Hit 60 during the regular season.
Well, he's an 83% free throw shooter, and that tells you about shooting form. So you just move out a little farther, and you got a pretty good three-point shooter, too.
Van Wyk looking for Kelder inside. And the foul is called.
Lewis got caught on the low side of him. When the ball went to the high post, he was behind him. Nice penetration there by Brownlee. Good shot by Kuhlman.
John Lewis with his first foul. The Gales with their second. In deep, the shot by Van Arendonk. Van Arendonk hits the scoring column.
Well, he's a big, strong kid, isn't he?
Yes, he is. 6'3", 170 pounds. You can tell he's put some time in the weight room. Offensive foul against Keegan Clemens. Third foul called against St. Edmond. No fouls called thus far against Pella Christian.
And that was Van Arendonk that took that charge right there, too. So he made a big basket at one end and makes a great defensive play right there at the other end. He's getting off to a good start. We talked about that, Larry, after a subpar game the other night. He's playing well tonight.
It's St. Edmunds by 1. Back with more in just a moment. By 1. Good news for the Cyclone fans. First of all, the women's basketball team leading St. Francis in the NCAA tournament. 59-41, 15 minutes to play. And the Cyclones also doing a good job down at St. Louis. at the NCAA wrestling meet, which we'll tell you about as time permits. Right now, the steal by Keegan Clemens, and here come the Gales up by 1. Brownlee, quick move to the baseline, and he will go to the line with the foul. Kyle Van Arendonk. In St. Louis, team results through 165 pounds. Cyclones in first place with 98 points. Iowa is second with 80.5. Minnesota is third at 65, and Oklahoma is fourth, 63.5. One other score to pass along: the Drake women lost to Clemson tonight in the NCAA tournament, 64-50.
That looks like a pretty big lead for the Iowa State wrestlers. That's a lot of points. I don't know where they are in that match, but that's a lot of points and a big lead.
Yeah, that was through 165, but a great year to be a Cyclone, huh?
Well, they've been gearing towards that all year. Bobby talked about that's what they're looking for, even more than the Big 12 championships.
Brownlee with a couple of free throws makes it 9-6 St. Edmond. Kelder. Van Wyk.
St. Ed's really laying off of Nathan Van Wyk and Kelder when they have the ball outside and trying to clog up the middle in their man-to-man defense.
Brett Van Wyk on the miss. For Dodge St. Edmond on the attack. Offensive foul.
They've got to recognize when the defense is set in front of them and stop and pull up for the jump shot, or just take it out to the outside and look for a cutter coming down the middle.
John Lewis with his second foul, so he will leave the lineup. Connolly Nash, number 40, takes his place. Nash, a 6'2" senior, averages a couple of points a game off the bench. Christensen, nice bounce pass on the baseline to Brett Van Wyk, gets his own follow. And a foul called as the ball was grabbed by Christensen. He was grabbed. Keegan Clemens with his second foul.
Kind of a strange foul that time. There was really no need to foul there. He was not in position to get the ball. Just kind of grabbed the guy.
A little over-anxious here in this 2A championship game.
Brett Van Wyk looks very, very active tonight.
Oh, a hard ball to the floor, and an official's timeout will be taken.
Keegan Clemens really went down hard. That's 2 times in a row in the last 15 seconds he's hit the deck.
There's Clemens trailing from behind, and look out. Bang, right to the floor.
Gets caught up on the back. Maybe he was lucky his arm was tucked underneath him, because that's a good way to break a wrist when you fall that hard and you put your hand down. He didn't have time to get his hand down.
He goes to the bench. Denny Stuckey, number 24, takes his place.
I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, I do too. Trainer checking with him, but he's just sitting there now and just kind of trying to shake the cobwebs out a little bit. Brownlee swinging it over to Stuckey.
Near steal there.
Steal, yeah, but a great recovery, and the shot goes down.
But because of that, it opened up the lane for Brownlee, who then penetrated in for a really nice basket.
First basket for Brownlee, and it's an 11-6 lead for St. Edmond. Van Arendonk trying to get inside.
Oh,
what a
nice
move by
move.
Kyle Van Arendonk. Wow.
Great body control that time.
Waning moments, first period. The three is there.
He's exciting.
He is. He can light them up. 7 for Jack Brownlee in the first quarter.
He's fun to watch.
Yes, he is. 6 foot, 155 pounds. He plays so much bigger than that.
Kind of a cross between Mark Turgeon, a former point guard at Kansas, little guy, and J.C. Holloway at Iowa State.
Maybe a Holloway with some offense, huh?
Well, Holloway averaged 20 a game in high school, but when you go to that next level, it's a little harder.
Last shot of the period.
Oh, my goodness.
Brownlee
Look
again.
at that. Woo.
A 10-point first period. He hit a half-court shot to end a quarter in the semifinals. He gives his team a 17-8 lead. The end of the first quarter. St. Edmond 17, Pella Christian 8. We'll be back at Veterans Auditorium in just a moment. Stands.
We got a special young man with his Dr. Pepper shirt on. Our fairway fan in the stand. What's your name?
Sean Fatma,
And Sean, where are you from?
Sully, Iowa.
And who are you rooting for tonight?
Pella Christian.
All right, you guys having a good time?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Who's your friends back here? What's your name?
Luke Branderhorst. Matt Weenia. Ben Denoy.
All right, we thank you guys for coming down here. Hope you guys have a great time. Let's go back upstairs.
Pella Christian with the ball to start the quarter. They've hit their last 5 shots. Brownlee with the miss. The rebound by Nathan Van Wyk. Van Wyk chased by Brownlee. Inside, it's Van Wyk. Brett Van Wyk with his 3rd bucket. And it's a 17-10 lead for the team of the basketball, the St. Edmond Gales from Fort Dodge.
Right now, St. Ed's doesn't have an answer for Van Wyk inside. He's really been dominant in there.
Bartfried on the miss. A foul is called, and another player hits the floor hard.
What happens on those, the reason they're hitting so hard is they roll off someone's back and their feet's out from underneath them. They don't have time to really gain any kind of bounce. There it is right there. Boy, you hit on your tailbone, it hurts.
Nathan Van Wyk with a foul. Conley Nash taking the spill. Brownlee triggers it way out to the midcourt line to Joe Kuhlman. Kuhlman averages 14 points a ball game. The senior forward for St. Edmond has not scored in this one since his 3 early in the ball game. Offensive rebound taken by Denny Stuckey. Here's Brownlee.
Oh, nice move. Boy, he really got up in the air on that one. Shot it over the defender and also arced the ball up. That's a very difficult shot. Good move by Brownlee.
9-point lead for St. Edmond, their biggest of the game.
Right now, it seems like Fort Dodge St. Edmunds has a little more energy out there than Pella Christian.
Here's Van Arendonk to the lane. Missing it badly. Rebound comes long to Nathan Van Wyk. Out of the corner, bullseye.
Boy, he's tough tonight.
Van Arendonk with 7. He scored 27 against St. Edmond in last year's semifinal.
Well, their 2 leading scorers are Van Arendonk and Van Wyk, and that's who's doing it for them right now. They have to feel good about their best players playing good.
Larry Hessing about to make a couple of changes for Pella Christian the next time the ball is dead. Off the baseline, Brownlee, bullseye. He is fouled, the basket will count. And Jack Brownlee with 14 points already.
He is quick out there. Is this the leprechaun we've been looking for that's been moving around the stadium? I think he jumped in Brownlee's uniform tonight.
I think you are right. Kyle Van Arendonk on his 2nd foul. Brownlee going for his 15th point. His average is 21. After 2 rounds, he is the leading scorer in this tournament in 2A. 46 points in the first 2 and 15 already in this one.
Well, that's quite an effort. And I'll tell you what, he looks like he's got some more left in him.
A 7-point lead for St. Edmond as Pella Christian moves into the attacking zone. Hawksbergen kicks it back outside, and the shot is drilled by T.J. Christensen. And the Eagles hope he can recapture the magic that he had here yesterday with that big 23-point performance.
That's a good start for him. Hits his first shot, gives him a lot of confidence. He had 5 the other night from the 3-point line.
Doug Hawksbergen with the rebound. This is Van Arendonk.
Good help that time on Van Wyk. He's getting ready to make a strong move to the basket. St. Ed's came over and kind of double-teamed him, knocked the ball away.
Eagles will inbound, trailing by 6.
That was Chad Van Wyk who came over and helped out.
3 Van Wyks on the roster for Pella Christian. They are all cousins.
A lot of bodies on the floor, no call.
Brett Van Wyk on the miss. The Gales with a 6-point lead. Brownlee.
Oh, what a great pass.
What a great pass. Corey Bartfried wide open. Great assist by Brownlee.
He did a little behind the back dribble, shoulder fake, and found the open man, froze the defense.
Shot by Brett Van Wyk. He has got 8 and has been the most consistent offensive player for Pella Christian so far. 24-18, St. Edmond.
We don't have an answer for Van Wyk yet. It's awful tough in there.
The baseline drive by Bartfried won't go, but he will go to the line.
Foul on Van Zanten.
Bargfried to the line after the foul against Van Zandt. Fourth team foul called against Pella Christian. St. Edmond so far whistled for 5. Bargfried gets the free throw to give his team a 7-point lead. Keegan Clemens injured earlier when he hit the floor, but he's back in there now, number 30. Bargfried has been playing with a damaged knee, as a injury, an ACL injury in his right knee, but it's something that it doesn't hurt him to continue to play on, so he might have a little discomfort, but he just goes ahead and plays.
I know he's only a 59% free throw shooter, but boy, he looked good on those two.
Yes, he did. To the baseline, Hawksbergen. One and done, the story for Pella Christian, as right now, St. Edmond is quicker to the ball. They're getting the rebound.
Another great pass.
But that time, Bargfried unable to hang on. It was a great pass, but he juggled it, and that forced the walk. 4:11 to go in the second period. St. Edmond 26, and Larry Hessing's Pella Christian Eagles 18. There's the head man for St. Edmond, Adolf Kokendorfer. You know, at St. Edmond, we were talking earlier about Pella Christian running into Nick Collison. The St. Edmond fans will remind you that Nick Collison grew up in Fort Dodge, and his dad coached at St. Edmond. And, you know, they're thinking, well, what if he'd gone there? Then maybe they would be playing for their 3rd state championship in a row tonight instead of still looking for number 1. The 3 by Christensen. He's hit 2 of them.
That's what Pella Christians need. It's not enough just to have 2 guys scoring. They got to find a 3rd one. And right now, that's Christensen with those 3-pointers.
What an amazing state tournament for T.J. Christensen. He's wrapping up his career with some incredible numbers after averaging 3 points a game in his senior season.
The encouraging thing, too, is to hear his coach talk about at the beginning of the season, he really didn't have a shooting stroke. And by the end of the season, he really worked hard at it. Second foul on Brownlee.
Brownlee on the charge. So the Eagles down a moment ago by 9, with the ball down now by only 5.
There's Christensen on the 3-pointer.
Bullseye, and we'll be right back. Championship game. St. Edmunds a moment ago with a 9-point lead. Pella Christian has cut it to 5, and they've got the ball as we return following that charge against Brownlee.
Tough call there. I don't know if the defensive player was actually set at the beginning of the drive. Brownlee stayed up there long enough that by the time he got to the guy, the defensive player was there. It's a tough call.
To the baseline, Kyle Van Arendonk. Rebound by Phil Kelder. So the Eagles have another chance to pull closer than their current 5-point deficit. Van Arendonk wants it and doesn't get it.
Boy, they get him on those offensive glass, though. St. Ed's got a block out in here.
Kelder, good job kicking it back outside. Open is Nathan Van Wyk.
There they did. Nice job on the block at that time.
And Kelder picks up his first foul in the process.
Conley Nash did a good job of blocking out, caused him to go over the back.
So Pella Christian, a chance to slice a 5-point lead, can't do it. Now the ball to the other end is back into the lineup for St. Edmond, Corey Bargfried. 3-point shooting in the ball game, outstanding for Pella Christian. But they haven't had enough of them to find themselves down by 5. Here's Brownlee.
Tough shot that time, kind of fade away.
Nathan Van Wyk pushes it up the floor inside to his cousin Brett Van Wyk. And the ball's taken down by John Lewis.
Unusual miss for Van Wyk inside like that. He got himself a little low underneath the basket. I think St. Ed's doing a better job this time moving the ball a little bit. There you go. Good job.
They moved it very well. The open shot put down by Bargfried. He's got a 6-point quarter going, and it's 28-21.
I think it's important for St. Ed's to continue to push the ball down the floor and look for the early shot, but if they don't get it, they got to get Pella Christian to guard him a little bit for an opportunity for an easier shot and better rebounding position.
Off the baseline, Van Wyk, Brett Van Wyk, a 10-point first half for Pella Christian, and it's a 5-point lead for St. Edmond of Fort Dodge.
Van Wyk is really stroking the ball well tonight.
He really is. He averages 16, has 10 already. Brownlee against Kelder. Brownlee held that ball a long time till he got something moving in the offense. Shot won't go by Joe Kuhlman, but an offensive rebound keeps it in St. Edmond's end. Bartfried scores. Corey Bartfried, an 8-point second period.
Good ball reversal. He brought it all the way around the floor without dribbling and got a nice shot inside that time.
Final minutes, second period, 2A championship game. Van White banks home another. 12 for Brett Van White.
They just don't have an answer for him. They got to keep him from getting the ball if they can't guard him after he gets it. Oh, great layup by Brownlee.
Brownlee just kept flying down the middle. Nobody stepped in front. 17 and a half for Jack Brownlee.
That was a quick, fast move. I was a little concerned when he first started somebody stepped in, but he just turned on the after jets and boom, he was in there before they had a chance to guard him.
Yes, he did. Nathan Van White watched out front by Brownlee.
10 seconds.
The feed to Brett Van White from Van Arendonk.
Boy, Bartfried had a chance there to get a charge and just didn't get his body turned straight enough. It would have been a big play right there.
As a result, he gets his first foul.
Two guys.
At the line for Pella Christian, number 42, Brett Van White.
Still 6 seconds to go. Plenty of time to get a good shot.
13 points for Brett Van White. He's a 65% free throw shooter. Denny Stuckey back into the lineup for St. Edmond. Brett Van White looks for his 14th point of the half. 5-point lead for St. Edmond as they come up the floor. With the waning moments of the period, Brownlee fires. For a change, he did not end the quarter by hitting a long shot.
Trying to double pump that one.
And that's the end of the first half with a score. St. Edmond, a Fort Dodge 32, and Pella Christian 27. We'll be back at Veterans Auditorium in just a moment.
Three-point line where they're 3 for 10, and the surprising thing, Pella Christian has matched them on three-point goals, and here's a team that shot half as many as they have all season, but you know what? They shot half as many of them in the first half, but they made the same amount.
First half highlights, Brett Van White for Pella Christian. Their big score, got 14 points. Started off with that one right there. And
Pella Christian in the first half.
that's an interesting observation. They had only 3 guys score, and Fort Dodge only 4 guys score.
And a lot of guys played, but that's all that have taken the shots at this point. I think it's an even game right now, even though St. Ed's is down or up at 5 points. I think with the kind of shots Pella Christians is getting, I think they're right in the ball game.
St. Edmond's biggest lead of the first half, 9 at 19 to 10. They take a 5-point lead as we start the second half. Van White to Van Arendonk. He spins through 3 to score.
Yeah, he made a nice shuffle cut, got open, recognized the defense, made a good control, pivot under control, and scored nicely.
And it's a 3-point game. Brownlee feeds Bartfried. This is Kuhlman.
Man-to-man by Pella Christian now. Well, maybe a little zone defense, 2-3 after all. Yep, they're back in the zone. I think they have a chaser on Brownlee, though. They're certainly shadowing him, and that could be a big factor. They can take him out of the ballgame for a little while.
Clemens on the miss. Pella Christian tries to draw ever so close. Shot won't go by T.J. Christensen. And the first foul of the half, the second half, called against Pella Christian. In the middle, Larry Hessing in his 7th year on the bench for Pella Christian. A team with great basketball tradition.
It's amazing a town as small as Pella not only has Pella Christian, but has Pella High School, both of which have had great teams throughout the years.
Brownlee's alley-oop attempt for Bartfried a little bit long. Van Arendonk bringing it down for the Eagles. Christensen looking inside, nothing going there. Now there is off the baseline. Bartfried hits the shot. It'll count, and he is fouled. Make it Van White. Brett Van White with a shot. He's got 16 points, a chance at a 3-point play.
they're getting the shots they want, and they're high percentage shots.
Bartfried on the foul, sending Van Wyck to the line.
Maybe St. Ed should think a little zone and try to pack it in and force them to shoot more outside, because they're really hurting them inside right now.
32 all. Rebound Van Arendonk. So Pella Christian comes out of the locker room on fire. They've got the first 5 points of the second half. Christensen feeds Van Wyck.
Well, you don't expect him to miss any of them.
No, you really don't. Brownlee chased by Christensen. John Lewis on the miss, rebound by Bartfried.
Oh, nice
Bartfried
rebound in there.
Corey Bartfried in double figures with 10. And St. Edmond with the lead at 34-32.
That's probably the best sequence that St. Ed's has had inside with rebounding and actually good shots in around the basket.
From the top, the shot won't go by Van Arendonk. The rebound chased down by Van Wyck. He goes baseline and scores. Nathan Van Wyck, the cousin of Brett Van Wyck, with his first 2 points. The first championship game of the night decided in double overtime. These two teams are tied at the 5-minute mark in the third period.
Get in there too deep.
Van Arendonk for 3. Good
look, good balance, good shot.
Pella Christian's first lead since they led 4-2. Brownlee all the way, hits the shot. But no bucket, a foul on Brownlee.
That's 3.
Brownlee at the other, Brownlee committing the charge. His third foul, as you say, Jim, and he's got to go a long way with 2 more. But you know that Adolf Pokadorfer can't afford to have him off the floor.
Right, he just got to control his drive to the basket. He can continue to right away he's playing, but he just can't go flying in there in the half court.
Van Arendonk, a notion at a 3. Instead, the feed for Bartfried.
Got to be able to control him inside somehow. And right now, Pella Christian's kind of having their way inside.
Nathan Van Wyck figures to his cousin Brett.
St. Ed's still in the man-to-man defense. Nice ball movement by the Eagles.
Van Wyck for 3. Nathan Van Wyck.
Where'd he come from? 2 in a row.
He's been silent, but he has banged in 2 in a row to equal his scoring average of 5 with 5 points in this one. The pass intended for Bartfried, but picked off by Kelder. The Eagles on fire in period number 3.
Halftime came at a good time for the Eagles. They've really come out with a lot more intensity.
They've gone from 5 down to 6 up. Van Arendonk tries to move off the Kelder screen. Van Arendonk on the penetration. Kelder trying to keep it alive, and a foul's called. I believe they got Brett Van Wyck. They did. Brett Van Wyck with his first foul. A timeout taken with 3:11 to go in the third. We'll be right back. St. Edmond 11-2.
And they're doing it with a combination of the inside and the three-pointer outside.
In fact, they are 5 of 7 shooting the threes tonight. Coolman for 3.
Nice nice balanced shot that time. That was a good open shot. Those are the kind they can make right there.
And a very important basket for the Gales, who pulled it within 3.
St. Ed still sticking with the man-to-man defense. Inside to Van Wyk, he goes again.
The turnaround by Brett Van Wyk gets him 19 points.
They're going to have to do something differently. They're going to have to front him on defense or play a little zone because he's just too strong in there.
Here's Barkreed on the miss. The rebound is chased down by Doug Oxbergen. Pella Christian with a big third period to take the lead. So they trail virtually all the first half. The interception by Dennis Stuckey. Now Brownlee. Brownlee for 3.
That's an okay shot, but maybe too early. Move it around a little bit, get the defense moving, and then take that three-pointer and maybe have a chance for an offensive rebound.
Van Aaron dunk on the miss, but there is Brent Van Wyk to put it back. It's a 7-point lead for Pella Christian.
Oh, great play inside that time.
It's saved by Hoxbergen. Pella Christian on fire in the third quarter. They've turned this game around as we near the end of the third period. Nathan Van Wyk, who's had a hot period, gets tied up by Brownlee. Kind of a dangerous play by Brownlee, who's got 3 fouls, but he did get the jump ball.
Got his hands on the ball. The other option St. Ed's has got is to put more pressure on the perimeter so they don't find Van Wyk in there so easy. They're backing off the perimeter people a little bit. Now they can see him open and they're easily throwing the ball. Somehow, they got to keep that ball from going to Van Wyk.
Jack Brownlee brings it ahead for the Gales. Inside a minute in the third quarter of the 2A championship game. Here's Kuhlman spinning into the lane. Doesn't get the roll.
Tough shot.
And a good job by the Eagles on the boards in this third period. Not only are they shooting well, they're limiting Fort Dodge St. Edmond to 1 shot.
They're really playing well, and they're playing within themselves. They're running their offense within 15 feet of the basket, which really makes it tough because every pass can be a good shot.
Oxbergen gets stuffed by Kuhlman.
It's one of the few times they've been able to stop him inside.
Larry Hessing's team down at the half by 5 points. They've taken a 7-point lead in the final half minute of the third quarter. Here's Van Arendonk. Got the roll.
If you looked at their shot chart, you'd have circle upon circle around 8 feet, 6 feet, 4 feet from the basket because they're getting so many shots in there.
They've got their biggest lead of the game. Brownlee answers his first points in the third quarter for Fort Dodge.
Well, they needed that, and they're still 7 points down.
Oh, when you're hot, and that's the way the Eagles were in the third period. Van Zanten on the score at the end of 3. Pella Christian 48, St. Edmond 39. We'll be back at Veterans Auditorium in just a moment.
It's complete bedlam here in the 3A championship. We got a couple of wild and crazy fans from St. Edmunds. What's your name?
Tiffany George.
And you're a junior?
Yep.
And who's your friend here?
Beth Mann.
All right. What do you guys like about the game best so far? You guys need a few more points, it looks like.
Oh, we'll come back. Don't worry.
You guys are cheering hard over there. We'd like to thank you guys for being here, and I hope you guys have a great time. Say hi to everybody at home.
Hi, Mom. Hi.
All right, let's send it back upstairs.
Pella Christian outscored St. Edmond 21-12 in the third quarter, so they take a 9-point lead as the fourth quarter begins. Christensen backing it up. Van Zanten. This is Van Arendonk. A traveling call against Kyle Van Arendonk. The ball goes back to St. Edmond.
Well, you watch that time again, Pella Christian is able to run their offense from that 18-foot mark with no pressure on him. So every pass can be a scoring pass. They need to push him out on the floor a little more.
Here's Clemens off the dribble. And again, one and done.
Yeah,
the story is
shot.
Pella Christian has got the boards locked up. Oxbergen with the rebound. Brett Van Wyk takes it to the rack.
He missed.
That's been rare. Conley Nash on the rebound for St. Edmond. Brownlee.
Tough shot.
Clemens pulls the rebound out. Now Kuhlman fires. Joe Kuhlman, 3 threes in this ball game. And it's a 6-point lead for Pella Christian at 48-42. Pella Christian trying for their 4th state championship. Here's the steal by Brownlee. 21 for Jack Brownlee. And St. Edmond right back in it. Timeout used by Larry Hessing and the Pella Christian Eagles.
Oh, nice steal by Brownlee, cleanly taken away. Takes you to the basket. No, they've gotten 5 straight points. Make this a ball game again with 6:35 to go, down 4.
One more look at it. This was a very, very big play. It forced Larry Hessing to use a timeout. 21 points for Jack Brownlee, all tournament here last year. No doubt headed for the same honor this year, unanimous all-conference selection in the North Central Conference.
But what he wants is to take home that state championship trophy.
Yes, he does, something his school has never done. In fact, they've never played in a basketball championship game before.
But they have a formidable opponent here with Pella Christian who knows what championship games are all about.
Yes, they're making their 3rd consecutive appearance in this 2A tournament final. Ran into Iowa Falls the last 2 years. Good execution to get Van Arendonk the basket and a foul against Keegan Clemens. That play was run very well.
You've run that all night, and sometimes it's not there, but you continue to run it. You rub that guy off on the pick. You don't really see the pick being set here, but he did a nice job on the pick going over the top. And there was a nice acrobatic shot by Kyle Van Arendonk. That was not an easy shot.
Van Arendonk, who's meant so much to this Pella Christian program, his final game wearing the Eagle uniform, 17 points. Bart Reed back into the lineup for St. Edmond.
Back to a 7-point game.
51-44 the count. The deflection by Van Wyk, but the recovery by Clemens. Clemens cannot finish the shot, and again, no second shot opportunities for St. Edmond.
Pella Christian did a nice job that time, really putting the defensive pressure on him, forced the drive and out of control shot.
Pella Christian, no reason to hurry now. They can take good shots. They've got a 7-point lead, 5:40 to go. The follow-away is right there for Brett Van Wyk. He averages 16. Tonight he's got 23.
And I don't think he's finished either.
I don't either. The 3 by Brownlee. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound, Brett Van Wyk. Not only is he scoring, but he's rebounding.
Well, he's a good all-around player. He's really strong, can play 1, 2, 3, and plays inside like a 4-man. So, hard guy to match up with, as is Van Wyk, who's just been outstanding tonight.
Kelder, turn around, stopped by Crawford. Foul on St. Edmond. And St. Edmond will use a timeout. 4 minutes, 59 seconds left in regulation as Crawford gets his first foul. Timeout by St. Edmond, and we'll be right back. 3rd consecutive 2A championship game, looking for their first title in that 3-year run, and up right now, 53-44. We take a look at key stats, and that rebounding total is an interesting one.
Yeah, but those rebounds are a different kind of rebounds. When St. Ed shoots, it's a long rebound. When Pella Christian's shooting, it's shorter rebounds, and they're getting offensive rebounds and sticks back. So it's a little misleading. They're just really pounding them inside right now.
First point for Phil Kelder. He's really a defensive specialist. Did a great job in the semifinal holding Derek Weber of Dyke, New Hartford to half his average. Brownlee off the dribble to score.
Nice job that time penetrating and pulling up, shooting a little jumper. Gets them in a full court pressing situation. They got to do a little gambling now.
Nathan Van Wyk going against Keegan Clemens. Brett Van Aaron.
That's what they want. That's what they want. They want to press them and get them to shoot in transition, hopefully miss, and that gets the clock running. And
Brownlee fouled on the way in. The foul going against T.J. Christensen. It's his second. Team fouls now. 4 for St. Edmond and 3 for Pella Christian.
Right. St. Ed hadn't had many fouls because a lot of the shots are coming from outside. So there hasn't been a lot of contact inside. They're not in the bonus. They need to get in that bonus in a hurry. .4:26 left in regulation. Brownlee to inbound. He finds Kuhlman, who's had a red-hot three-point shooting night. He's hit 3 of them. Kuhlman again behind the arc. He'll try it again. This time he leaves it just a little bit short. Clemens with the offensive rebound, one of the few that the Gales have had in the second half. The little guy really skied for that rebound, boy. He was up there. Great effort.
4:13 left in regulation. Pella Christian 55, St. Edmond 46. We're back after this timeout. Christian has a great state tournament tradition. This is their 6th state. The other 5 all in the 90s. They won 3 state championships, finished second 2 more times. Their overall state record now 15-2. What a tradition. Trying to bring back St. Edmond. The three-point shot by Kuhlman is there.
They need a couple stops now, big time.
That was a big basket by Kuhlman. Christensen with the penetration. Van Wyk with the shot. 25 for Brett Van Wyk.
Boy, and he hasn't missed many, has he?
No, he hasn't. What a night he is having. Brownlee tries to answer at the other end. The rebound comes to Van Arendonk. Second half shooting. Boy, that tells a huge story.
Great shooting by Pella Christian. 70, almost 70%.
St. Edmond led most of the first half, up by as many as 9. Second half, different story because of that stat you saw right there. Brownlee ahead of the pack to score, and he is fouled. Christensen fouling Brownlee.
Great hustle by Christensen, but at that point, you almost got to let him go. It gets a foul, makes it a three-point play here, possibility.
Brownlee is a 77% free throw shooter.
Free throw allows them to get their press set up here, too.
Jack Brownlee averages 21 points a game. That gives him 26 in this one. He had 27 in the semifinals.
Uh-oh, breakaway.
T.J. Christensen can't finish. 3 minutes to go. Clemens up the floor for St. Edmond.
That press forced Pella Christians not to sit up in their offense. They got in a little hurry, had a pretty good look, but didn't make it.
Clemens with a jump shot that rings in. First basket for Keegan Clemens. It's huge. It makes it a 3-point game. And Pella Christian will use a timeout. 2 minutes, 43 seconds left in regulation. We'll be right back.
Give your rooms a new look with an arm.
43 in regulation of the championship game for 2A. Pella Christian lead down to 3. Big possession for them. Ben Ribbons, number 12, into the lineup for Pella Christian.
3-on-1.
The finish by Keldon.
Well, you have to attack the basket. They did a nice job of getting the numbers that time. But if you don't have it, get it back out and get back into your offense. That was a big basket.
Brownlee being chased by Van Arendonk. Kuhlman on the miss. The rebound by Van Wyk. Van Arendonk spins, doesn't score. And the takeaway by John Lewis. Brownlee forcing his shot. Lewis losing the rebound, but picking it up outside is Kuhlman. Brownlee. 29 for Jack Brownlee. It's a 2-point game.
Deflection there, almost got the loose ball.
59-57, Pella Christian with the lead.
It's not a bad foul. They're not shooting yet, and really, you need to get it close to that bonus. So if you have to foul, you want to get them on the line here in a couple minutes.
A minute 41 to play. A timeout taken. Pella Christian trying to hang on. 59-57 the count. 1:41 to play.
All right, throw our basketball over there. All right, we're going to try to run dribble entry here, guys, okay? Dribble entry into motion. And if then get a good shot. Post up strong. Let's get a good shot. Don't be afraid to be aggressive to the basket. All right, let's go. You got a timeout. Hey, get a timeout. You can get it. Let's go.
Don't be afraid to be aggressive. That's the Larry Hessing message to his Eagles.
Right, you got to be aggressive against that kind of pressure defense and attack the basket all the way to baseline. If you don't get a layup, then bring it back out, but don't get hesitant around midcourt and pick up your dribble.
Kyle Van Arendonk inbound. This is T.J. Christensen. Pounded by Brownlee.
1:30 to go.
Nathan Van Wyk on the dribble. In deep, it's Kelder. Steps out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to St. Edmond. They can tie it with a 2 and take the lead with a 3.
They missed T.J. Christensen wide open there just before he stepped out of bounds. If he'd had a head up, he'd have seen him open on the other side of the basket for an easy basket.
Jack Brownlee coolly directs the offense. He's had the hot hand. He ties the score. 31 for Brownlee. We're even at 59.
Great comeback by the Gales.
Van Arendonk, baseline to Christensen, who gets fouled. T.J. Christensen, a 43% free throw shooter, will go to the line with a minute to play. But first, a timeout by the Gales from Fort Dodge, St. Edmond. Exactly a minute to go in the championship game. The 1A went to double overtime, and this one's tied with a minute left in regulation.
Anything less than 3 overtimes, what can we say?
It'd be a disappointment almost.
Right.
Great day of basketball here at the 2000 Boys State Basketball Tournament. Newell Fonda with a double overtime win for the 1A championship, 58-57 over Boynton Hall.
Well, the big thing, the Gales got them in a full court situation.
Let's go. Last game. Remember, we got some fouls to get. Okay, box out of these boards. Put it out by 2. You got to play. So 1, 2, 3 now.
Adolph Kokendorfer trying to lead St. Edmond to their first state championship. One minute to go. Christensen, 43% from the line. 59 all.
Maybe he should back up 2 steps and shoot that a little deeper the way he shoots that three-pointer.
Well, he's had no trouble with the threes. 5 of 6 yesterday. He's had a couple of more threes tonight.
Looked very confident on that one, didn't he?
Yes, he did. But his performance yesterday and tonight should make him confident.
Yes.
Hits them both under pressure. Pella Christian by 2. Final minute of regulation. Brownlee on the baseline looking for Lewis. St. Edmond called for the foul with 51 seconds to go.
Brownlee trying to penetrate and pitch it, and boy, it just didn't quite get through it. Maybe it could have been a bounce pass because somebody got a hand on the ball and got a turnover there. Big play.
Keegan Clemens fouls out for St. Edmond. He fouls out with 51 seconds to play, scored 2 points.
Bonus, guys. Here we go.
The free throw shooter, Christensen, a moment ago, knocked in a pair.
Got a chance.
Rebound by Corey Bardtree. Here's Brownlee getting 2. Eagles in the air. Hits the shot.
Holy cow, what a shot. Wanted to draw the foul, just hoping to get fouled, and he gets hit hard and still makes the shot. Watch this. Never even saw the ball go in. He was doing a backward somersault as the ball went through the hole.
ties it up at 61. 43.6 seconds left. He's a terrific free throw shooter.
Got it.
34 for Brownlee. St. Edmond back into the lead, 62-61.
If they've ever played defense, this is the possession. They've got to play good defense here. No easy baskets. Pella Christian's done a great job all night running their offense. I fully expect them to get a good look at it.
Ethan Van Wyk holds high. Timeout by Larry Hessings. Pella Christian Eagles. 27.4 seconds to play. St. Edmond with a 1-point lead at 62-61.
27 seconds gives you plenty of time to not just run a play, but run your offense into whatever you want. He has to decide do they want to play run or get into their offense and take a good shot.
Let's go. Jack on that one. Come on. Defense. Back. Go. Straight up. You take it here. Straight up. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
St. Edmond has never won a state championship.
Big key right here, possession arrow to Fort Dodge. If they can make a defensive play somehow and tie up the ball, they're going to get it.
Adolph Kokendorfer on the bench for St. Edmond.
Here comes the Eagles.
Will they play for the last shot?
I think they'll take the first good shot they can get. Shuffle cut offense.
Ethan Van Wyk on the penetration, loses the basketball. Yep, big steal by Dennis Stuckey. Stuckey from behind comes up with a big steal. Adolph Kokendorfer wants a timeout. Well, Denny Stuckey didn't score a point so far in this ballgame, but what a huge defensive play he just made.
Well, like we said, they had to have a defensive stop. They struggled so much in the half-court defense, but they got their confidence going into full-court defense, got a little adrenaline going, and finally made the defensive stop they had to have.
The sideline out of bounds, guys. We're into 55. All right, 55. You know what that is, right? You got to switch everything, and you got to foul immediately. Do your best and don't let Brownlee get the ball. All right? We want to foul somebody else. All right, you got to foul immediately. You can't let him get away from you, even if it's Brownlee. Okay? And then we'll see how much time is left. We got a couple timeouts left. We'll probably use one at that point. All right? And then we'll use another one if we have to. All right.
Pella Christian does have 2 timeouts remaining. St. Edmond with 1.
Go right over Brownlee. All right, let's go. Nobody's in foul trouble. All right, here we go. We get it done yet. Defense. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
So very simply for Pella Christian, if you don't steal the inbound, the idea is foul anybody but Brownlee. Foul Brownlee if you have to. Again, St. Edmond has the possession arrow.
Well, you got an awful lot of guys close to the sideline here.
Corey Bardfried will trigger. Right into the hands of Brownlee. No surprise there. They will send him to the line with 5.9 seconds remaining.
Even if he makes them, it's still no more than a 3-point ball game. 5 seconds, 5.9 seconds, plenty of time to come down and get a good shot. And you know, Pella Christian's been hitting their 3-pointers tonight.
And you got Kyle Van Arendonk, a 44% three-point shooter on the year. You got Brett Van Wyk, who's a great shooter as well.
That's a big one.
35 for Brownlee. And in a moment, he will determine whether Pella Christian needs a 2 or a 3 to tie it up. Jack Brownlee, 35 points in his senior game, his final game for Fort Dodge St. Edmond.
Pella Christian has 1 timeout left.
No fouls, all right?
See what he says.
Go to the board. You got to listen. You got to tap the ball out. Tap the ball out. No fouls.
No fouls.
Go. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, you two play at half court and we'll switch up whoever
They said no fouls, so even if they're up 3, I wonder if that means no fouls or they're going to let them shoot to 3.
He said no fouls, and I thought Adolph Kokendorfer was pretty emphatic about it.
Well, I think you're always worried about fouling him on a 3-point attempt, and
Absolutely.
they make it and go to free throw line to win the game if he makes his free throw.
And he has been Mr. Automatic. Tonight, he is not Mr. Free Throw. He's a 77%er on the year from the free throw line.
Well, if you're Fort Dodge St. Ed's now, you want to identify your guys coming down the floor. You don't want to make a mistake and let somebody get open. It's good to get them off the line because then there's no silly fouls over the back, but they come at you fast. You got to get them under control.
Brownlee's hit all 6 free throws tonight. He looks for his 36th point. St. Edmond has never won a state basketball championship, but they're 6 seconds away.
Got it. Got to be a 3. Good play. Good play.
Bullet pass from Hawksbergen to Brett Van White.
Great play. They wasted no time. Got it to midcourt. Now, what that means is you get the ball inbounded. It doesn't start. The clock doesn't start until someone touches it. So you're going to have 5 seconds in the half court to get what you want.
Cincinnati, and you need a 3. You got to understand you need a 3. And if you have to create, you might have to give a good pump fake and then slide along that arm. Right? Everybody knows where they're at in this play. Bill Kelber, get in there for Doug. Hustle.
We're going to run a play called Cincinnati. Trying to get the 3, and he said if they can't get it, they got to create to get a 1-3.
All right, you all know what this is.
Larry Hessing sends Bill Kelder into the lineup.
Hey, if you miss and get the rebound, you got to kick it out and put it up again. All right, let's go.
Again, the 2 won't work. There's the game reset. St. Ed with a timeout. Pella Christian with none. Possession arrow. St. Ed. 5.2 seconds left.
Well, you get a feeling that St. Ed's doesn't want to foul here on this 3-pointer, so I think if they work hard, they'll get a good shot at it.
You get the feeling that the Eagles will get the look. Nathan Van White to trigger.
Here he comes, off the double.
Kyle Van Arendonk. He'll take the 3. He'll miss it, and time will run out.
Good look, good try.
St. Ed of Fort Dodge wins the 2A championship, 64-61.
There we saw one of the great performances tonight, and I think we had a feeling we were going to see a game like this, and what a tremendous, tremendous game by Jack Brownlee.
Aaron Kokendorfer leads St. Edmond to their first state basketball championship. But you have to feel for Larry Hessing and his Pella Christian Eagles. 3 times they got this far, and still no championship in those appearances, although the school has already won 3 state championships.
Well, they had a great team and a great game plan, and just really got into a full court game and allowed St. Ed's to get back into it.
That's the end of the game with a score. St. Edmond 64, Pella Christian 61. We'll be back after a word from your local station. The 2A champs 64-61 over Pella Christian. Here's Mo Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. It's that time now to honor these Class 2A teams in our state championship game, presenting the trophies and medals to the players and cheerleaders representing the Iowa High School Athletic Association, 3 members of the Board of Control. To my far right is Dr. Lee Wise, Superintendent of Schools, MFL Marmac. In the center, the current chairman of the board, Superintendent of Schools at Newton, Phil Hintz, and next to Mr. Hintz, Jerry Stillwell, Des Moines East principal. If our runner-up team would come forward, the Pella Christian Eagles and Coach Larry Hessing. And our champions have come from 4th to 2nd to 1st, the Gales from St. Edmond. gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, the Sportsmanship Award is presented by the Iowa High School Athletic Association, the Iowa Newspaper Association, and the Iowa Broadcasters Association, as well as Hy-Vee. All week long, members of the media and of the Cheerleader Coaches Association of Iowa have been watching the fans, the players, the coaches, to determine the best sportsmanship by one of the teams in Class 2A. And to make the announcement of the winner, we have, representing the Iowa Newspaper Association, Bill Tubbs, the publisher of the Eldridge North Scott Press, a current member of the Board of Directors of the Iowa Newspaper Association. Mr. Tubbs.
On behalf of the member newspapers of the Iowa Newspaper Association, it is my privilege to announce that the 2000 winner of the Class 2A Sportsmanship Award, Fort Dodge St. Edmond.
In addition to the Sportsmanship Trophy, Hy-Vee will award 2 $500 scholarships to the St. Edmond School, one for a boy, one for a girl. That's presented by Hy-Vee. Next up is the Student Athlete Achievers Award, sponsored by the Iowa Bankers Association. This also is a $500 scholarship award. To do the presenting, we have Wade Gort, the president and CEO of Premier Bank of Rock Valley, assisted by Deb Jackman, marketing coordinator of the Iowa Bankers Association. This week, all 8 teams in Class 2A were given an opportunity to nominate one of their individuals, one of their players, for this award. It's based not only on their athletic ability, but their community involvement, church involvement, leadership ability, and academics as well. Our winner, a 3.994 GPA, a 28 ACT, junior class president, sophomore class president, current president of the FFA, a student council representative, a referee and scorekeeper for youth baseball and basketball games, a vocal music member. He'll be the MC of the upcoming swing choir show. Involved in 3 sports, very active in his church, and they say very quiet but an effective leader, always behind the scenes and thinking of ways to help others. Our winner is Paul Remerde of Rock Valley.
I got it. Thank you.
And it's time now for the alternate team to do the honors. Tim Seaman, KCAU TV in Sioux City.
Thanks again, Mo. Throughout this week, members of the media have been observing the players in the 2A tournament field, and now it's time to honor those young men selected to this year's all-tournament team. Joining me to make the presentations, the Executive Director of the Iowa High School Athletic Association, Mr. Bernie Sagaw. On the 2000 2A all-tournament team, Kyle Van Arendonk of Pella Christian. Marcus Lelux of Rock Valley. Brett Van Wyk of Pella Christian. There are co-captains of the 2A all-tournament team, and they include Jack Brownlee of St. Edmunds Fort Dodge, and Derek Weber of Dyke New Hartford.
Attention.
A 64-61 win for St. Edmond Fort Dodge as they win the 2A championship. They were down by 9 points with 4:13 to play in regulation. They came scrapping back.
Unbelievable comeback. They were having such a tough time guarding the half court, but they finally made a few baskets, and then they picked them up full court. That was the difference, a full court press.
Aaron Kokendorfer and his team celebrate the first title, and this is the 7th trip to state by Fort Dodge St. Edmond. An undescribable feeling.
There's nothing like it. I remember 38 years ago winning the state championship, and it's still the biggest thrill of my life athletically.
Yeah, and I would think that right now Aaron Kokendorfer would agree that this would be the biggest thrill of his life.
Great comeback by his kids.
Yes, it really was. Jack Brownlee, how about that performance? 36 points. He had 18 of them in the fourth quarter.
Well, you never give up. It's another one of those lessons you learn. You're down, it looks like it's over, and you never give up, and you don't know what can happen when you try your best.
That's right, an absolutely great lesson to be learned here. Again, down by 9 at the end of the third quarter, down by 9 midway through the fourth quarter, but then they come roaring back. Brownlee, so many big plays. Here's our Sitco play of the game. It's got to be Jack Brownlee, right?
Has to be. But which one?
Oh, I don't know. There were so many, but there was one that really turned things around. Remember this one?
Oh yes, drawing the foul, just hoping to get on the free throw line. Doesn't see the ball go in the basket because he's doing a back roll right there.
And that was a huge basket in this great comeback win by Fort Dodge St. Edmond. And we'll be back with more in just a moment.